Hi, hello, and today I'm going to have a very nice video. Let me just sit down properly. Okay. Ooh, very nice video. And let me just start. Okay, let me just have a drink first. Okay, just a drink. Okay, so let me just have a drink, and today's video, oh my gosh, let me just go back to this. Today's video is going to be about, first one is about Cuckold fantasy. Cuckold fantasy. This is a very unique, I would say, right, and even exclusive topic, right? And I just had a, usually I get a lot of questions asked about cuckold fantasy, about erotic photo shoots for couples on Facebook, okay? On Facebook, and today I'm going to reply to the messages, okay? Facebook for couples, cuckold fantasy, and what happens is that men are very interested to shoot this fantasy on camera and film with their wives, okay? So let me just start recording here. Right, and we would just go in. Great. Hi, hello, my name is Julia, and I could be your erotic photographer or videographer, right? And this video is going to be about cuckold fantasy shoot, okay? Cuckold fantasy shoot, and this specific one is a reply to the messages. And what is the saying? This is the guy who's writing me. Okay, and I received many messages, but I just chose this one. You, the only one that offers a cuckold service, so very interested. Okay, let me just tell you, I am not the only one. Okay, there are definitely more people, okay, out there in adult business who shooting cuckold fantasy. Okay, the problem where I see is that there are not many women. Okay, women, I don't think they would approve this type of fantasy, or in general, there are very few women who create sex scenes and shoot sex videos and create these events for couples. Okay, so probably saying me that I am the only one who is offering, the person is saying that I'm not the only one who is making, excuse me, but I'm the woman, okay? I am the woman who is doing this, right? And that is already caused the interest. Why it is popular to shoot with the woman, okay? Because you see, wives usually going to cuckold fantasy are very reserved. They're scared and they do not want to do it in general, okay? So imagine if the guy would be shooting video, or the guy would be shooting photography, and we are shooting cuckold fantasy. They have less chance, okay? Less chance to convince their partner, okay? Otherwise they're saying, okay, this is a female shooting erotic fantasies and I have this fantasy, and usually men are holding back about things like that they want to share their wife, that they're getting turned on, from the idea that having someone there touching their wife, right? But the reason why I approve this, because there are many couples, okay, in the relationship who hit that phase that they need an extra energy and extra stimulation, okay, and that is true. Okay, I don't know anyone here in London who is shooting erotic fantasies with models, okay? But I've started experimenting because I have a medical background, and I have seen that boudoir photo shoots for many couples do not work, okay? And even if you would book an erotic photo shoot, right, they do not get enough turn on. This energy is very low, okay? So when you bring someone else, it's going to be a different dimension, okay? Someone else, I mean model, right? When we speak about cuckold service, which this guy is interested in, we automatically assume, we know that this is a male model requested, or they interested to bring a male model, or they interested to shoot with the male. And most of the time, cuckold fantasy service is how to say, is the service that I provide the models. Okay, why do I provide the models? Because I can tell you it is quite hard, okay, to book the model from the site. And it's not that it's hard to book it, you know, but very often they can let you down. Okay, it happened to me that the couple arrived and got a cheaper model and find online and did all the research, okay, for few weeks chatting with the model. They're absolutely convinced, you know, that this model will arrive. They came to the studio and nothing happened, and we shot just a couple's photo shoot. Okay, so that is why it is safe on my end, because first of all I know the models. Second of all, I know that they have an experience. They shot with me before, okay? I would not recommend anyone with, how to say, unpleasant personality or really negative energy, you know? These situations in adult business can happen, you know, when people just come to have a service and they just want, you know, adult business is very tricky. There are people who provide the service and there are people who are interested in money, okay? And you see, erotic photo shoots are a creative process and it takes time, okay? And models are on time, okay? They're calculating time, right? So the model should be understanding of the creative process, that it takes different goals, okay, that we're testing the things, okay, and the models are flexible. Usually my models are all good looking, okay, all good looking, all in a good shape, healthy, great physique, okay, and of course big size, right? So big size, when I'm talking about the size, okay, the personality is very important. I don't like any strangers here in the studio, any, you know, how to say, they're putting me off, you know. I can't create. I need to trust the model, and model need to trust the photographer, right, to write for this Cuckold fantasy. It's one thing. And the second thing is, you see, the size matters, okay? In this photo shoot, Cuckold fantasy shoot, the size matters because most of the time the woman is choosing, okay? The woman is choosing, and woman would not choose a model to perform with her with the small size, okay? So there are a lot of guys, right, who would hear about Cuckold fantasy shoot, okay, and they would reach out and they will say, oh, I can do this for free. Oh, I heard that you are hooking up the couples, you know, with models. That's not true, you know, that's not true. It's not that I am doing this service, I am doing a favor. Okay, that's two different things. The favor means that I do not take money. Do you understand how important it is for me to have a right model and the right couple? Because I do not take money for model service. Okay, model doesn't pay me. Okay, couple doesn't pay me for model hire. I am just doing them a favor because this photo shoot is about their fantasy. Okay, a Cuckold fantasy, and without the model, this fantasy would not be possible. You know, you can't perform, you can't make this fantasy if there is no model there, right? And if I know people, real people, okay, who are great in the studio, who are in adult business, and of course I know because I am shooting erotica more than 20 years, okay, of course I can recommend amazing people and create amazing content. Yes or no? Yes. I would rather shoot with people I know, okay, when the couple will bring someone else. Why is that? I don't know that person, okay, we're not connected, he doesn't understand what to do most of the time, okay? Models, when they're coming from adult world, it is not the same providing an escort service and shooting erotic photo shoots. It is not the same, okay, because models do not pose in front of the camera. I do not want their faces in there. I want them to shoot in a specific way that they would just use their body. Okay, they would present and represent their sexuality. Models, male models, bring the hotness, okay, bring the macho, okay, energy, bring that dome, you know, situation, because you see, woman most of the time is, I would say, holding back, okay, so she would need someone going up front, okay, taking her, putting hands on her and just, making some kind of moves, okay? Moves. Model has to be brave, right? And has to be brave in front of her husband, excuse me, most of the time. So Cuckold fantasy photo shoot happen at my studio. It can happen at the hotel, okay? But model has to take the lead, okay? And by taking the lead, it means he has to understand where I am, okay? To perform in front of me, okay? To understand where the lighting are. And most importantly, okay, this is the first thing what I say to all my models who come to shoot with couples and specifically shoot with a wife, someone else's wife. I say to him this: you are there to cover her imperfections, okay? Do you copy? The model is there to make you look hotter and sexier, to make you turn on, to stimulate you, so you would be horny for that shoot, okay? And of course, if they are good looking, okay, if they are masculine, okay, if they have an erection, if they can hold an erection, right? And if they have a huge size, of course, women would be interested, okay? My males are absolutely sexy and, how to say, they have a sexual intelligence, okay? They know how to treat the woman, okay? They know how to handle the woman, right? That's important, okay? And cuckold fantasies do involve, okay, dressed portraits, and of course we're shooting videos, right? Dressed, semi-nude, nude, explicit shots, and of course making love scenes, okay? It does include making love scenes, but not necessarily, because here is the couple will decide, okay? Couple will decide how far they want to go, okay? And if you're booking a model just to be undressed with you and just to perform, act out the scenes, that's exactly what you're gonna get, okay? And by that I'm saying, I remember one lady who booked a model and paid the price, okay? So the hotter the service, okay, the sexier, the higher the price, okay? So she booked I booked her a very hot and sexy macho, okay? He's the most ripped of all I have, okay? So the body is amazing, and he's half French, half English, like very exotic and very nice, like very sexy and stuff. And she got really turned on by him, okay? She got really turned on by him. And in a changing room, I think we are started, and it's not like somewhere we are halfway, okay? And she's telling me, she's saying, you know what? I expect, okay, to have sex with him and be on the 9th cloud, okay? That's what she said to me, right? And then you see I have a lot of like restraints and kind of like stuff for fetish and BDSM, things, toys and stuff. And she said, and I would like to try that, okay? And what did I say to her? If you would like to have, okay, fetish and BDSM experience, service or adventures, whatever, that is an extra price, okay? We can discuss this, but you need to pay an extra. Okay, no, seriously, it's not a charity organization here, And then I said to her, you book a model just to act out and perform the scenes with the nude body and no sexual games or sexual activity involved, right? So what you book, that's exactly what you get. Unless you change your mind, you want to upgrade and talk to the model and pay him money for sexual adventures, okay? It's not gonna happen, seriously, that's why I'm making this video. It's not gonna happen that you would like to be on the 9th cloud, yes, have an orgasm climax from the model making out with you, okay, and it's going to be for free because you are, hot or whatever you are. No. Adult model, right, include every service in a price, okay? And if this service was not included and wasn't priced, you would not get it. And if you are not offering a model any money for upgrade, you would not get it. It's just simple as that. So I can tell you, she was trying to seduce him the way he could. I mean, like, seriously. And I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, would he would do this? Because, man, you would, as a woman, you would think, oh, I'm so hot and I'm available for you right here and I'm gonna turn you on. And she kissed him and she did a blowjob for him, but he didn't have any sex with her, okay? Like nothing. And to be fair, I can tell you what happened, because he's not stupid. He figured out that she wants to use him. And that is something what I really don't like, And this happened in adult business, okay? When man or woman wants to use adult models, okay, for their advantage, right? He didn't have later a proper hard-on on her, So nothing happened, okay? Do not expect that someone will do something for free, right? When you're hiring adult model, you need to agree on a service and you need to pay for it, okay? No matter how hot you are. It's just their work, okay? And you see, I cannot make them do anything they don't want, okay? I am inviting them to assist you for a shoot, okay? And I am doing a favor there, right? I'm not like an agency or I'm not like anything here, right? I'm creating erotic photo shoots on camera and on film, okay? Usually we start from boudoir, and then we undress, go into nudes, explicit, erection, and then, playing out, role play, masturbation, whatever you do, everything is dressed as a sex scene, hardcore, whatever, fetish or kink scenarios, whatever you like, right? So cuckold fantasy can involve any kind of direction, okay? And couple will choose, okay? And usually, like I say, woman will choose, okay, which model. So couple are choosing the service. They can say to the model that, it can be this, but we are open to explore and try more depending on how it goes on the day and on that shoot, okay? And that is important for model to know. And there is another thing which I'm providing as well. Model have to give, health checkups, so everyone is feeling fine and safe, okay? Then I am collecting deposit in advance, okay, for booking a studio and for booking a model service, okay? And that is very important to know, because both deposits will not be refundable, okay? Would not be refundable. And very recently I had a situation, okay? I had a situation when couple contacted me for a cuckold fantasy, okay? Couple contacted me for a cuckold fantasy. They booked a model. They chose a model. They booked a model, and they send the model's fees. Okay. They also booked a makeover and stuff, and then they canceled the model. And I can tell you that the model is very very unhappy with any kind of cancellations. Especially when I cancel without any, any fees, any refunds. I'm not giving anything, So I am not interested to book that kind of shoot and cancel and not to send any fees, because model will stop working with me. Like as simple as that, okay? And then what happened was that before the shoot, okay, they canceled the shoot the same day, the hour before, because the woman did not feel right. And I was just thinking, how good that they canceled the model, because my makeup artist was on my way, right? My makeup artist was on my way. And she was like saying, I'm like few stops away of your studio. And I'm calling her and saying, no, you need to turn around. The job is canceled. Just go home, darling, yeah? I'm gonna pay you for this and this, right? Compensation. That's how I am, And then I'm thinking about this model. So imagine this model they booked, okay? And you see, they are not all based in London, okay? I work in London, but model can arrive from anywhere, okay? And this specific model was coming from Wales, Okay, so imagine if I would have a situation where a couple is like, oh, thank you for understanding, last minute, 1 hour, canceling the shoot, you know, and they're like, thank you for understanding. What kind of the understanding there will be if the model traveled all the way to London, reach London, okay, and being cancelled? Okay, so I had this situation, so I don't really care anymore. Okay, I'm not nice on the cancellations, right? The cancellation, I will be taking a deposit, and if the cancellation will occur, I would refund models for a trouble. Okay, for a trouble. So that is the first thing what I would do. It happened to me even, oh, I can tell you how it happened. It happened to me when they booked a model from the other country. International booking, okay? International booking. And they wanted to cancel a day before, and I knew that the model is flying to London. Okay, I just knew it's in a plane. Okay, how can I cancel the model when the model is in a plane, right? And I said, no, you can't cancel. You know, the model, you know, you can't cancel. You must arrive to the studio, or you know, I'm not gonna perform the event. And the reason why they wanted to cancel the model, because it was like a Friday night and it was like some kind of a party. You know, people are just making their life comfortable. They do not think that there is a studio in there, right? They're hiring the whole studio and the studio cancellation. Me, my time, makeup artist, hairstylist, okay, and the model as well. So there is a lot of people, and someone wants to tell me about the cancellation. Oh, thank you for understanding. No more understanding on my end, okay? Just been enough, right? So going to Cuckold Fantasy, like I say, I can trust my models in terms of look, health, and performance, which is important, right? And we can create an amazing shoot. They create an amazing atmosphere, okay? They arrive and they bring the party, and usually women are very much turned on during the photo shoot, okay, or video shoot, right? And what happens is that there are two options. One option is when the husband or boyfriend is present and watching, okay? And another option, he is sitting somewhere in the changing room or in the car and waiting, okay? That's our two options. Okay, do not disturb me with your calls. I will not invite anyone to this conversation, okay? So that's so you know. Right, and let me just continue. So it looks, they went to check my website, okay, Julia Winter Studio, and they said that it looks excellent on your web, but very expensive, okay? That's the message from Facebook, very expensive. Now, when they started texting me, they said that I am the only one who's offering Cuckold Fantasy service. Okay, so how do you think, if I do not have a competition, shall I offer the service for cheap? Yes or no? The reason why I do not have a competition as a woman, yeah, creating Cuckold Fantasy, because it's not straightforward, okay, it's not easy, and there are not many women who will go that road, okay, that path. And I have more than 20 years of experience. So maybe that's why, okay? Maybe that's why. And I'm fine to be expensive, you know? I don't want to have cheap shoes, and I don't want here to, you know, to work from the morning till the evening, okay? That's my choice, right? So what he's saying, my wife and me wants a male model for the photo shoot, please. Do you have a price list? Okay. A male model with the price list. Look, this is a perfect opportunity for people to understand one thing. If this is a unique and very exclusive service, okay, I can give a price list which is rough, okay, rough ideas, right? When I'm meeting people, only then I understand and know how long they will take to shoot in the studio, okay? What actually content we will create, because many times people would like to list and say we make this and this, but in the studio we make totally different things, okay? Then I would need to know how long I will be in post-production, okay? It means that I need to have files on my hand to understand how big is the event, you know, what happened during the gig, right? So most of the time I would give rough ideas, okay? I can certainly give a price list for a model, okay? Because model have their own prices, right? But what will happen during the calculation of the price? So you are paying a deposit for studio hire and for the model hire. That will be one payment, right? Then on the day, all the models are paid in full, okay? And most of the time I am paying in front for the model service. And if you want to add anything extra and ask anything extra your model to create during your Cuckold fantasy photo or video shoot, you speak with the model and you pay directly. That's what happens, right? So you pay model in full, right? And what happens with the me, okay, and the post-production? I would calculate it twice, okay? First time I would calculate it without the post-production, okay, just to shoot one person, 540 to shoot 1 hour in my studio, okay, right? And then I would calculate the price for products, for final products they would like to get, okay? Because post-production can be basic, just file cleanup, okay, and we just reformatting and uploading the gallery, or it could be standard, okay, just creating standard galleries. So it could be premium, okay? And premium, you see products, right? They take a different time, and of course premium service cost premium, right? So that could be discussed after, right? After. So that's the pricing. Pricing is tailored individually, depending on the content you're shooting, depending on what kind of the model you're choosing, depending on how long you are staying, okay, depending on the post-production. It all depends, right? And we don't know before we actually did this, right? There are packages that I can fit into a certain budget, and of course I do that. I can offer packages, and I know how much I can shoot in there, and what I do for that package and what I do for that package. I have 3 packages, so I offer that, okay? But there is no standard price list for Cuckold fantasy shoot, okay? This is a very unique service and tailored individually, okay? Seriously. And the whole thing is happening on the day, you know, on the day. So that's what are your options. Okay, and what they have. Okay, and what they are saying. So this couple, what they are saying, right? Sex wouldn't be out of the question depending on how attractive the model is, okay? So what they're saying that they would hire a model, and depending on how seductive and sexy model is and how the woman, his wife, is feeling on the day, right? They would pursue this or they would not take this, right? So it's a question and it's dependable. Now, when I am pricing the model's price, right? I don't price this way, okay? Sex will be included, otherwise model would not come, okay? So if a couple is mentioning that they would like sex, okay, I can tell you very rarely they don't. Very rarely, you know, like I could count, you know, on my fingers how many times people would not consider this, okay? And most of the time I can tell you why they would not consider, because the man would get extremely jealous, okay? Woman would consider. The woman who came to have a photo shoot with a stranger, with a model, and to have, like, you know, any kind of a fantasy, Cuckold fantasy photo shoot, she would consider. And of course I am bringing top models. Excuse me. Excuse me, this is no-brainer. I know that. You see what I have for many years working in adult business. When I'm connecting with this couple and when I'm talking to this couple, I have a feeling which model will match them the best, okay? So likability, that something sexy would happen, is like 99%, Seriously, 99%, very high, okay? So cuckold fantasies are very popular with men, not so much popular with women, but women booking, okay? And women come and how to say, you see in that position the man is kind of weaker. They think that we're weaker and woman taking the whole power. So the powerful woman arrives. If she is booking, the powerful woman arrives, and man is under her, under her feet, that kind of a situation, right? And women are also booking, but they are booking for improving their sexuality vibration, okay, sexuality intellect. They feel more feminine, they feel more confident in their body. They just lacking that information, okay? And of course, when you having a photo shoot with two men, right, it's very stimulating for the men as well, okay? It's just very stimulating. So both get turned on, seriously, right? And the model, when I speak about the model and when I think about the model, okay, I can tell you that I consider model as a prop. You understand? I consider, it's not that I do not think that the model is a human and have the feelings or something, but in this situation, when couple is shooting with the model, I consider model as a prop, and I want model to behave like this, okay, to be that prop. Okay, and that's very important. So what they're saying, sex wouldn't be a question depending on how attractive the model is. We will discuss it and see where we can get to. Okay, and so that means is that they would be choosing a model which is most, attractive for them, right? And of course, most of the time, woman is choosing. Okay, and happens to me many times. Okay, this is something what I want to say. I just need to mention this. Okay, so there is times when I would get a phone call and woman would call and she would say like, oh, I would like to shoot a photo shoot with the hot and sexy model. I'd like to try this experience. Can you talk to my husband? And he would arrange this and he would pay a deposit and he would just sort it out. And then she's giving me a phone to talk to the husband, and husband is all, agitated, all hungry, talking to me like I am that, person who is initiating that shoot. I am not, this is his girlfriend or wife called me to start with, okay? So they behaving very strangely, and I know that after they hang up, of course, he would be turned on and he would have a better, greater sex. Okay, and that's the thing, okay, that jealousy, that stimulation, it always works, and that's what I'm using when I'm shooting erotic fantasies with mature couples, okay, because they need this energy the most. They need an energy boost, okay, and you see energy is contagious, okay, not only love is contagious, right? Sexual energy is contagious, and if couple is on a really low vibration, their intimate sexual energy is low, what happens is when they're booking a macho, bold, hot, sexy model, he brings that energy and he stimulates them both, okay, at the same time, both. And it happened to me many times, okay, happened to me when couple is on the low vibration. They love each other. No, seriously, they love each other, they long time with each other, they may be best friends, okay? Maybe they went through a certain path together, okay? They have an extensive experience, whatever, maybe business together, basically know each other, right? But what happens when they introduce this event, adventure to their life, they become horny for each other and they would flip this, fantasy into reality and lift their eros energy, okay? And then they would have sex, okay? The whole idea is already nerve-wracking, stimulating, like, oh my gosh, we're gonna do this, and it just triggers. There are a lot of triggers when you're discussing this topic, when you're living through this topic, and of course when you're remembering this, when you're remembering, I never forget. I remember I arranged a great and sexy model for a couple, okay? And then the guy, you know, the client who paid, right, the husband, is texting me saying that my wife becomes so sexy that I don't look at the other woman anymore. He says, she's so fun. I am so excited. She's doing like crazy things. You see, you get unblocked in your body, okay? You allow yourself, okay, much more. You allow yourself, and I understand, because I've seen couples when the guy will come and you could see that he's a businessman, that he traveled and been everywhere and done everything, okay? And his wife, it was at home all the time. It was just a housewife. And he is bringing her to my studio for kind of like a sex education, okay? Just to make her fun again, just to, how to say, because when you are sitting at home with children, you're getting old, okay? You're getting old in your own vibration and in your energy. And I remember one woman was so nervous, and during the makeup session, I recommend makeup sessions because then women feel very confident to meet male models. Women are insecure more than men, especially when they're meeting a young model. No, seriously, right? So we need to make sure that she feels comfortable, okay? And she's saying, how old is the model? And I'm saying 28. And she's like, oh my God, he is the age of my son. And I'm like saying, okay, even better. And she's sitting freaking out and then turning to me and with the scared face. And she said, I've never been with anyone else but my husband. You know? And that's a fucking big business for her, you know? To do that, it's like a huge business. Like, you have to be very brave, okay? To go and do that stuff. And I said, I know, right? But that will change your life. It will change you inside. And if your husband supports, most of the time, everything will be great. In Cuckold Fantasy, event happened to me when the couple come. And how to say, and then the woman, you see, they try to glue their relationship, and then they see for themselves that, you know, nothing happens. Nothing will happen between them. So, but at least they can separate early, and they can leave each other in peace and friendship, and not cheating, you know, not lying, not how to say, going on the side, not doing this kind of hurtful things, right? Being honest with each other, and when you see visuals, you could recognize. It's like an X-ray, right? You could recognize. Do you love that person? How you feel towards that person? What's happening during the photo shoot? What's happening inside of you, right? These cases are quite rare, because usually a Cuckold Fantasy should connect you more, okay? I would say that cases are very rare, okay? Usually it will get turned on the husband, okay? And what will happen is, and it happened to me, that they would get so jealous that they will fancy their wife again, okay? Just for the thing, you know, for the thing that, you know, how brave she is that they did this, okay, together and stuff. Okay, and what else I need to say to finish and finalize the thing, that woman is very insecure when going for this Cuckold Fantasy adventure. Okay, and how she's insecure, probably it's not, I can tell you, it's body, okay? It's body, and it's mental stage, yes, mental stage in Cuckold Fantasy. But as well, you see there are a lot of preconceptions, like, oh, what if he leave me? What if he, you know, judge me? What if he would constantly, how to say, bring this up, and so on, right? So you need to be both sexually intelligent to understand that model is a prop. Model is a prop. This is not, you know, a cheating operation here, right? It's a sexual development going on between the couple, and they are going to a next level to have a great life together, right? Not a boring, dull friendship, okay? But to level up, okay? And we need those energies, and we borrow those energies from other people, okay, and they place them in their lives, okay. That's what happens. So women are more insecure when they go into cuckold fantasy shoots, okay, and that's where they need the support, and that is why having a woman photographer, a videographer helps, okay. That's why, right? So I would like to finish this video. It was lovely to seeing you all. Cuckold fantasy photo shoots are available here in London, and you can shoot at my studio or at hotel, and you need to discuss this prior, okay? Prior. And when I am booking now, you know, I would like to have IDs to check people, okay? So that there will be no people who wasting my time. Because with the cuckold fantasy, okay, there are a lot of dreamers and my time wasters, and I can tell you why. This will kill you, probably. But there was before, I was replying to every request and investing my time now, and when I'm getting now in a cuckold fantasy shoot, I do the only thing, okay? And the only check, the first one. I ask, does your wife knows? Does your wife know that you are interested in a cuckold fantasy shoot? And most of them would say, oh no, she doesn't know that. Then, you know, let her to contact me, and then I would confirm your request. And guess what? Most of the cases who wants to discuss cuckold fantasy shoot models and scenarios with me and waste my time, they disappear. Okay, so that is a great thing which I've discovered and I'm doing now, right? And people who are interested to book a photo shoot, okay, they say, yes, my wife knows, okay, then I am taking IDs or I'm taking a deposit, depending on the request and depending on how we're getting on with a couple, right? I am collecting the deposit payment, and at the second stage, I am adding a wife, okay? I'm adding the wife. If people are paying me in full, okay, in full, then I can skip. I am skipping that, how to say, step, okay? So that's how it works with me and cuckold fantasies, okay? And usually for two people, okay, to book a model, cuckold model, and me and my studio is between 3,000 and 5,000. That's the minimum, right? That you can have a shoot between 3 and 5. Okay, that I'm interested to shoot, right? And then there are other prices when we discuss, you know, other things, right? Post-production when we discuss, you know, authorship and so on. There are other prices. So that's something what is to discuss on the next video. And for now, I want to send everyone love. Okay, love you, kiss you, mean it, and finish this video. Bye bye. Okay, 40 minutes again. New York, good morning. New York, good morning. London, hello. London, hello. New York, good morning. Yes, hi to everyone. Hi. Hi. Girl, you look like you love me. Do I look like that? That's good, you know. Okay, everyone is high. Guys, when you see me next time, ask me a question if you want me to stay longer, okay? Ask me questions. Everyone who are here online, hey, you're absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for the compliments. Thank you so much for your comments. There are people here who would like to know about cuckold fantasy shoot, okay? About models, bull models, right, and stuff. I know you want, right? So it is a good time for you to ask those questions, because I would not reveal. I would not reveal any names, okay? It will be incognito, it will be just me seeing you, so you can ask questions and I will stay longer. Otherwise, what will happen in my life is that I'm recording videos and I'm joining here in parallel to, how to say, to have this live going on TikTok. Okay, hi, hello everyone, hi, hello everyone, hi, okay, hi, 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 okay, hi again. Oh my gosh, let me just, hi, 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 okay, I don't think I have questions, just someone is saying something, oh my gosh, there's a lot of highs. Okay, everyone is high then. Okay, everyone is high. And goodbye. Okay, 2 messages. Let me just check 2 messages. 2 messages. No. Okay. So goodbye for now. It was nice chatting with you. Where is my phone? It was nice chatting with you. And the next topic what I would have is probably what is the next topic? Let me check. Our next topic is what is better to shoot at the hotel or at the studio? Okay, I have today a question from the lady, what is better? So probably that would be your next topic. Okay, and I have here more questions, right? I have here more questions. So like I said, thank you so much all for now. Okay, 7 messages, lovely. I love me, lovely. And I will learn this. I will learn how to operate and how to read messages. At the moment, all I can see is who joined, who is saying hi and commenting. I don't know how to go into messages. So that will happen, okay, in the future. So thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.